following video contains partial nudity, sexual themes and overtones, vulgar and adult language, disturbing imagery, and just about anything you can deem as inappropriate. It is highly unsuitable for anyone under the age of 18, and viewer discretion is advised for all ages. You have been warned.
Hey there guys, it's ChaosMaelstrom time! Welcome back to more Monmusu Quest! In the last episode, we have finally arrived in the Safina region at Sabaza Castle, and met the king of Sabaza himself, who tasked us with finding his daughter, who was apparently kidnapped and taken to the pyramid. We also ran into Amira, who looked into finding the location of Gnome Forest, which we now know. And now we're going to go information crawling and see if we can find any more info about stuff. Yeah. That's specific, right? Good, I'm glad I was specific.
When the princess was kidnapped, the king tried to rush off to the pyramid alone, but with all the vassals' help, we were able to get him to stop. But if we can't save her soon, I'm sure he'll run off alone. Please, hero, you must save the princess. Most unorthodox.
Alright, I'm in a recording mood right now, as you guys can tell. Actually, the reason why I'm more in a recording mood than usual is I actually already recorded this episode. For some reason, though, Audacity decided to stop 20 seconds into the recording. So I made sure to check it this time, making sure everything is going. Okay, so right now, this guy's explaining that, the first king of Sabaza was actually married to a monster. A king with such a nice viewpoint. Seems as though he's the closest human to your ideal society, Luca. Better than a discriminating fake hero who still believes in Angel's silly prohibition. I don't discriminate. I just believe in prohibition. Idiot. If Ilias told you to jump off a bridge and die, would you? She wouldn't ask that! Oh, Luca. You're forgetting about the bad side of Ilias. Of course. Yeah, Did I already make fun of Ilias in the last episode? Because, I can't tell if I did it in this episode or not, because there was a point where I was just gonna put in Ilias smiting me, but, whatever. But, I mean, Ilias wouldn't smite me for talking bad about her. I mean, she's just sort of a mean goddess and... Okay, well, not gonna do that again. Let's go ahead and talk to Sabaza's Knight Leader. The fact that the princess has been kidnapped is confidential, but we won't be able to hide it forever. If we can't save her in secret, dire measures will need to be taken. We might even have to deploy the entire army to the pyramid. I'm already secretly preparing in case it comes to that. Yeah, don't you worry. Luca's been through multiple situations like this before. He can easily take it. According to the legends, it appears as though it was made for some sort of trial. A trial? The Dragon Seal trial is what it seemed to be called. There used to be an old document in the library about it, but it was lost a few years ago. Alright, so apparently the pyramid was used for some sort of Dragon Seal trial. Interesting bit of information there. Please save her, Ilias. Yeah, you do that. Let's go and see what the king has to say. Again.
Do you require something, Luca? Do you need weapons or armor? I'll do anything in my power to procure it for you.
No, I'm fine as is. I just wanted to come stare at your awesome scarred abs that you could grind meat on. Wow.
I wanted to go to the pyramid myself when she was taken, but my vassals convinced me that the body holding up the nation can't do something that risky. And just so I'm specific, I'm holding up the body of this nation with my own body. Literally. My abs hold this entire nation within their balance. If my abs are destroyed, the entire nation collapses. You'd be surprised at how many people tried to destroy my abs. I mean, look at my scars.
I don't know where I was going with that, but I like how it turned out. This is the princess's room. I cannot let a man enter it recklessly. Recklessly? Yes, that's a new word, recklessly. As in a reckless rescue. Yes I am. Please save the princess. She's pious, modest, and so gentle. Such an innocent princess falling into a monster's hands. Ah, how horrible. Yes, how horrible indeed. We must show them the error of their ways. We must show them that humans are a gentle bunch.
Is something about to happen? As if we're preparing for a war. But, yeah.
These guys have no idea that the king's daughter is kidnapped, so they're just as clueless as the rest of the townsfolk. For the most part. So speaking of townsfolk, let's go ahead and return to the town and see what they have to say. Alright. Oh, something I'd like to point out. We have a few new items in our inventory, I believe. Yes, we have the genie's lamp from the last episode, which contains the genie girl. It was dangerous to leave here, so I kept it. I can't destroy it or dispose of it. How annoying. And now, are you guys ready for my favorite item description in the game? The basket of scorpions. Ah! Just these little things in this game that make me laugh. Anytime I just need to laugh at something, I'm just gonna go into my item menu and look at that. Anytime I'm just having a bad time and I just need to make myself laugh at something. Okay. Let's actually talk to the people now.
Desert around here is really harsh, but due to our king's ability, we've been able to thrive in spite of that. The current king is in the 9th generation, but he's just as good as his predecessors. But is there going to be an issue of succession? Ever since the queen died, the king has remained unmarried. He hasn't taken a concubine or anything either. There's just the princess. What's going to happen? The kidnapping relate to the succession of the throne?
Oh, Luca, you know what happens? If you save the princess and you get to marry her, you get to be king of Sabaza. Isn't that great? I mean, that's how it works, right? I'm sure he wouldn't mind. The king is a wonderful man, but he isn't immortal. What's going to happen when he dies? Will the princess take the throne as the first queen of Sabaza? The man she marries should become the next king. I've heard that the king has been secretly looking for suitable marriage partners in the last few days.
Is the kidnapping related to the succession of the throne?
I remember this part. Luca basically just assumes that everything one of the townspeople says is related to, I don't know, the kidnapping.
I'm interested in the legends around the world, especially of the pyramid. It's said that deep inside the pyramid is the legendary Sphinx. Existing for over 1,000 years, it's extremely powerful. It's said that crazy monster is guarding an incredible treasure that will be given to one who can overcome the trial of the pyramid. A trial and treasure. I wonder if the trial and that treasure are related to the kidnapping. That can't be it, can it?
You'd be surprised, Luca.
This area was hit by the Ilias Cruz terrorists as well. They attacked the bazaar, claiming that they were doing business with monsters. But the king cracked down on them swiftly and without mercy.
All he had to do was show off his abs and they ran away, terrified. To be fair, I would be terrified if I saw abs like that too. I mean, I'm pretty sure that his abs are the strongest thing in this game. Why do I keep going back to that? I mean, sure, they're nice to look at and all, but I don't know. I don't have a thing for abs. I mean, okay, maybe I do, but only when they're on a lady. Okay, and now I just, you know what? We're done having this conversation. Let's move on. I've only just made things sound really weird. Let's pretend I never said any of that. Season 8, you can undergo the Dragon Seal trial in the pyramid. Nobody really knows what it is, but everybody knows this challenge has a return. So man should pass it, they would be a household name. But nobody has come back after going to attempt it. Okay, well, I should make that another order of business. Do that. Did I already talk to you? Oh, no. Yesterday, some soldier was walking up to people and staring at them in a really creepy manner. After a few seconds, he would sigh and say, "This man is no good." It really depressed everyone for some reason. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to Luca in the last episode, but he was actually suitable. They were probably looking for somebody to save the princess. I'm going to grow up and marry the princess.
Me too. Me too. Same here.
I will too. Yay!
Princess seems really popular among the men. Is her popularity... blah, 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 blah.
I don't know. Let's see what the prostitute has to say. They're always fun to talk to. Does the cute little hero want to play with me? Do you want to try some princess role-playing? Whoa, I didn't know you were into that kind of role-playing, lady. I mean, making me dress up as the princess? Princess role-playing? I dress up as the cute... Oh! You're not that kind of prostitute. Okay, yeah, you're just... I'm pretty sure that's where Luca's mind would wander to first, with him being the submissive guy that he is.
People seem to be pretty obsessed with the princess.
Is this related to the kidnapping? Everything in town is related to the kidnapping, Luca! You were asking about everything, so apparently everything's related. Let's see what's going on in the weapon shop.
Welcome to my 5-star establishment. Please look around to your heart's content.
Thanks. Everything here looks better than all the other towns, but nothing is better than my current sword. Yeah, made of 666 melted angels and screams at me every so often. But what do we got in the tool shop, though?
Welcome.
Are you looking for something in particular?
How about some dried scorpions as emergency provisions? No! The shopkeeper attacks Luca with psychological trauma.
I freaking love that line! It's one of my favorite moments. That's why I always love going around talking to the NPCs, because you never know what hilarious thing is gonna happen. Oh, it's always worth it.
South of here is the Witch Hunt Village. The female lord arrests villagers and travelers accused of being witches. She tortures them until they confess, then executes them. Anyone accused is arrested right away. Regardless of age or sex, she prosecutes any suspects.
What? That's horrible.
I'm a man that serves Ilias. I cannot allow monsters or witches to continue living. But that woman's acts are in excess. The guilty and innocent alike are being killed by her. Is she related to Ilias Cruz? It's pretty apparent that she must have a big hatred of monsters. That's inexcusable. Calm down. Don't you already have to deal with the princess and gnome? So what? Are you serious? Alice lifts her eyebrows at me. I can't let such a horrible thing happen. Just like monsters attacking humans, I can't have humans attacking monsters.
Same. We will never be able to create a peaceful world of coexistence if we have either peoples of the people attacking each other. That didn't come out right, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I meant. So there's a mermaid pub in this town too.
Now we have 2 locations. Hopefully one day we can have mermaid pubs all over the world.
Oh? Good luck.
Once our mermaid pub conquers the world, the queen may come out.
The queen?
The mermaid queen? Yes, the queen hates humans for some reason. After we became friendly with humans, she vanished. Why does she hate them so much? Where did she go? Nobody knows. I see. The mermaid queen hates humans. It doesn't look like even the mermaids themselves know why.
Right, another little interesting bit of information right there. Okay, and now it's finally time to go to the hotel. So, away to the hotel we go. Alright, Luca, get ready. You know what you're in for.
Luca, can you please hear me out?
Sure, just give me a few minutes to get ready. I don't think I'm quite ready for whatever you're planning to do with me tonight.
I asked her suspiciously at such an unusual question. What is she going to say? You want to make a world where monsters and humans can coexist. At first I thought you were just a naive idiot. A stupid boy still playing childish hero games.
I remember you saying that when we first met.
I remember her harsh words like it was just yesterday. I also thought I was cursed to have to travel with her. But my first impression was wrong. You seem more aware of the absurdity in this world than I thought. You aren't like the others who want to be regarded as a hero. For some reason it feels more like you're aiming to be a martyr. Ruining your body for your beliefs. As if dying would be preferable to being unable to attain your desires. It's as if you're constantly looking for a place to die for your beliefs. How did someone young like you come to be like this? After staying silent for a few moments, I opened my mouth. My father was killed by a monster. I see. That must have been painful for you. But that doesn't make sense. If a monster killed your father, why don't you hate them?
There was a reason for monsters to want to kill him. He was the founder of Ilias Cruz.
Ilias Cruz? The anti-monster terrorist organization.
Before he met that Lazarus guy in Port Natalia, my father was an adventurer.
Lazarus and my father met along with 2 others, decided to go to kill the Monster Lord. But they failed on the way. That's a common story. Many heroes following that same desire have failed on the way. But after his failure, my father's intentions became distorted. My father and Lazarus founded Ilias Cruz after that. With my father as the leader, they started to commit terrorism all over the world. I let out a sigh. Casting aside his desire to be a brave hero, he became a terrorist. I never want to be like him. I see. Is that the cause of your reckless behavior? Of course! I'd rather die than lose my way like he did. In the end, he was killed by a monster. After killing so many monsters himself, he in turn was killed. You have a complicated frame of mind. I wasn't happy that he was killed. But if I went out for revenge to kill the monsters who were acting in revenge, then what? Will a relative of that monster then kill me in revenge? How long would the revenge killings continue? I don't want that. That's true. That's good. Endless chains of revenge need to be severed. That's why I have to change this world. Even if I have to trade this body with the same blood as my father. Idiot. Willing to trade your life for something like that. Even if you say that, if I want to achieve something so big, I have to risk everything. You're trying to reverse your father's actions. But confronted with such a big target, you think your only choice is to throw your life at it. My head starts to boil at her words. What do you know? You're carrying the crimes of your father on your shoulders. Trying to atone for him, you're willing to die. That's why you're so eager to throw your life away. Atonement for my father's crimes. Why am I trying to trade my life for a peaceful world? If I die on the way, will it really accomplish anything? My mother told me to become a respectable hero. But am I really doing it because of what Alice said? No. What your father did is irrelevant to you. The crimes of the father don't extend to the child. That's why even if you kill yourself, you can't excuse his crimes. If you constrict yourself to that viewpoint, you will die without accomplishing anything. If it was for my dream, I wasn't afraid of death. That's what I've always thought. But I can see the point she's trying to make. Do I truly want to die for it? My father's crimes. Am I really carrying them on my back? Do you truly want a world where monsters and humans can coexist? Then you must live and make sure to build it yourself. Otherwise, your way of life is just too sad. My excitement starts to fade. It might really be as she says. I'm not responsible for my father. It seems I've been acting too rashly. But I am a hero. If I'm defending the oppressed, I won't regret my actions. If that's what you've decided, I don't care. As long as you aren't throwing your life away because of your father. I don't want you to die in such a stupid manner. I get it. I'll be careful. Because of my father, huh? She might be right. I may have been overreacting in order to atone for what my father did. Have I been blinding myself? Unable to notice my own feelings until they were said by another? But it's strange, having you encourage me like this. I have my reasons. Seeing someone being tied down by their parents is just too pathetic to leave alone. Were you the same? Was your mother frustrated by trying to kill the Monster Lord and turn to horrible deeds? My mother was the Monster Lord! You take idiocy to new levels! Alice lets out a deep sigh as she suddenly wraps me up in her tail. Well, here we go. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to get into these a little bit more than usual. But once, of course, the naughty stuff starts happening, that's, of course, when I'm actually going to cut away. I think I actually want to try to put something in there, just maybe a word from our sponsors there, but we'll just see what happens until then. What are you doing all of a sudden?
長い旅路で欲望が溜まっているのだろう。たまには夜が絞り出してやらねばなるまい。
Saying that, you're just hungry again!
何を失礼なことを。こうでもせねば、また魔物の誘惑にかかるかもしれんだろう。だいたい失礼とは思わんのか？魔王たる世がそばにいるのに、他の魔物の誘惑に揺らぐとは。
I shook off that temptation, remember? But it seems like she's ignoring me. While still being held by Alice, she brings her chest toward my groin. I can't help but stare at her huge breasts. Luca! Luca! I would say get a room, but... Whatever, just keep going.
どうした？そんなに胸をジロジロと見て。
I wasn't looking.
そういえば、普段もよく世の胸を横目で盗み見ているな。この胸がそんなにお気に入りなのか？
That's not it. It's just hard to ignore something so large swaying by my side when I walk.
仕方ないやつだな、貴様は。では、お気に入りの胸で楽しませてやるとしようか。
Alice, okay, and time for a word from our sponsors. You're watching Sabaza Spotlight, where we highlight all of the must-see points of Sabaza Castle. Today's topic, Zuri Pies. While you tour the world-famous Sabaza Commercial District, you may notice some enormous round fruits for sale in market. Chances are, what you're looking at are Zuri melons, the key ingredients in Zuri Pies, a timeless Sabaza treat. The process of making them boils down to 5 key steps. First, get a pair of nice round Zuri melons. They're in best condition if they're still soft, squishy, and bouncy. Next, take a cylindrical food item of your choice and sandwich it between the melons. Make sure that you leave the tip poking out from in between them. Next, moisten up the melons with butter and then use the melons to soften up the food cylinder. Up and down, side to side, squish together. Make sure you work it really hard. After that, use the melons to smash the food cylinder between them. Make sure it gets completely broken. And lastly, the final step, make it into a pie. Yeah, we really didn't research the process very hard. Sabaza Spotlight, Safina's finest tourist program. Thus, the next morning comes. Man, that was a good session of sleeping. Yes, sleeping. We left Sabaza Castle and are in the desert again. Our next destination is... Okay! Now, obviously, I always want to go to the place with the lowest recommended level to also not only contain the linearity of this game, but also because to ensure that I don't get in over my head. I mean, I could go to Witch Hunt Village first, but honestly, saying it right now, I really don't want to lose there. Because, just trust me, when you guys see it, you'll know why I don't want to lose there. Let's continue to the pyramid. It's already been a few days since the princess was kidnapped. If I don't hurry, she might be put in worse danger. Another detour. But I'll tolerate it this time. The Sabaza King doesn't seem like a bad man. If it was done by one of my cute subordinates, I can't overlook it. How rare for her not to complain. But I think she's really after that reward. Oh yeah, the fish. Decided on our destination, we head toward the pyramid. This is the pyramid. It's bigger than I expected. I look up at the pyramid as I whistle in wonder. The kidnapped princess was taken here. I have no choice but to break in and rescue her. But at that moment... This is the pyramid. It's bigger than I expected. A female soldier looks up at the pyramid and whistles, much like I did. Excuse me, do you have business in the pyramid as well? I do. Who are you? Is this another hero that the king requested assistance from? But I was told to keep it a secret, so I better play it safe. Are you going to help the person caught in the pyramid too? There's someone caught inside? The female soldier looks surprised. It looks like she doesn't know about the kidnapping. Then, what business do you have in the pyramid? It's not important to you. Well, I don't want you to think I'm a thief trying to steal from the pyramid or anything. I want to take the Dragon Seal trial inside this pyramid. I want to do it for my love. For the one you love? A trial? I remember hearing that the pyramid was built for some trial, but I think it was built for monsters. That can't be what she's after, right? It's dangerous to go alone. Take me! No, seriously, take me. I'm sure there are a lot of monsters inside. I know that it's dangerous. But even then, I still must go. This girl is pretty stubborn. I doubt she'll listen to anything I have to say. But as a hero, I can't ignore her. Alright, let's go together. Together? With you?
Well, having company is good. But are you just going to be a burden?
I was wondering the same of you.
I don't know how skilled she is. At first glance, she seems like a normal soldier. Well, fine. Even if it's your first time searching a dungeon, since you're an adventurer, you should have at least a little experience fighting. You can give me some support. Go ahead. I'll just wait here. Oh, you aren't coming. There isn't any food in an ancient ruin like that. Sheesh. Guess it will just be me and this girl in the pyramid then. Shall we go? What's your name, by the way? How rude. Shouldn't you introduce yourself first? Ah, sorry. I'm Luca, a hero. Apprentice. I'm Sarah. I'm aiming to be the top swordswoman, but I'm still in training. After our introduction, Sarah and I head into the pyramid.
Alright, and get ready for awesome music! You guys can't see me, but I'm awkwardly dancing around to the music while sitting down, so... I don't know. Sometimes I would show a visual aid, but right now I'm sitting in here in nothing but my underwear. I'm sorry I had to put that image in your mind, but let's just continue onward before I embarrass myself even more.
By the way, Luca, was that silver-haired woman your lover?
That isn't it!
She's my travel partner. I can't tell her she's the Monster Lord. By the way, did you say you were doing some trial for your lover? Not my lover. It's a one-sided love right now. My love lives in isolation, devoted only to the sword. I doubt they even remember me. I see. That sounds rough. Going through such a dangerous trial for someone who may not even remember her. As I sadly shake my head at her story, I see a monster blocking our path.
Okay. Well, here we go. First monster of the trial. Let's get to it. Are you my mummy?
Humans undergoing the trial. If you wish to continue, you must first defeat me.
No, I'm not actually going through the trial. I will defeat you and continue the trial.
No, I'm actually... Can we not avoid this fight? I'm still unsure of Sarah's ability, but she's bravely holding out her sword up at the mummy girl. Looks like I'll need to give it my all.
Okay, so since we have 4 SP, I'm going to start with Thunder Thrust and then summon Sylph on my second turn. Because it's a good idea to summon Sylph for this because she does have a instant death attack, or, I mean, should I say instant death or insta-rape? I like using insta-rape better for this game. So yeah, she has an insta-rape technique, so it's, and you need Sylph to avoid it, so it's a good idea to summon her. Anyway, Sarah attacks.
She isn't weak, but she isn't particularly powerful either. This may make fighting difficult if I have to protect her. Be defeated by my hand.
Yeah, sure, you do that. Hey, it's fine. I don't need any bandages there. I mean, sure, I get to attack there a lot, but not in any way that would leave me with bandages, mind you. Seems as though I won't need to defend her at all. This monster seems intent on beating me first. More like beating you off first? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's actually summon Sylph to protect us, because, again, she could probably slice up some of those bandages that attack us, so that'd be good. Okay, sure, you do that. Alright, and now we'll attack to get our SP back. Okay, sure, you do that. Oh no! I'm trapped! Oh no! A face full of 1,000-year-old breasts! Of course, then again, Luca's probably like that every other day. I mean, for all we know, Alice could be like 1,000,000 years old. Except she's not. Okay, sure, you do that. Wow, Sylph, you sure? Your power sure is helping me. Alright, well, it's a good thing that I do have Sylph summoned here, because if she uses that instant death technique on me, which you have to be bound during, then, yeah, that would be bad.
How, you escaped? Yes, I escaped and now I'm angry. So I'm gonna attack you. Alright. Wow, I have not dodged a single attack yet. Okay, well, I shouldn't need to worry about that much longer. Okay. Well, it looks like I probably won't be dodging any attacks today. Yep. So, the point of me summoning Sylph for this fight was completely pointless. Because now I'm going to use Death Sword Chaos Star and finish her off. Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, and there we go. Magnificent. Continue on. The mummy vanishes, leaving behind nothing but bandages. Alright, and there we go. 2,000 experience points. Alright, we can keep going. We're only about 30 minutes. Eh? Did we win? Sarah timidly walks up to the pile of bandages. These bandages would be useful if we got injured. Sarah leans over and picks up one of the bandages. But with a shout, she drops it and jumps back. Ah! Did they just move? That mummy girl from before didn't vanish. She just got sealed in those bandages. I briefly explain how my sword works. Wow, where did you get such a crazy weapon like that? I can't say I got it from the Monster Lord. While pretending like I didn't hear her question, I walk further inside. Oh, you know, I just found it in a chest in a dungeon. You find all sorts of stuff in dungeon chests. You're a lot stronger than you look, but you're still not as strong as they are. Sarah starts to talk again as we move through the narrow passages. She must be talking about her unrequited love. Are they really that strong? Of course. No matter how strong you get, you'll never match up. I wonder where you are now. Ah, my lovely Granbaria. Eh? Granbaria? The Heavenly Knight? No, that can't be. Someone must have named their son after her or something. Who is this Granbaria? She's very famous. You must have heard of her. She's one of the 4 Heavenly Knights wielding a giant sword. It really is that Granbaria! What's with that strange face? Is it so strange for a human to fall in love with a monster? No, that isn't it. Love between man and monster is great, but I've never heard of a female human and a monster falling in love. More importantly, how'd you fall in love with her? Never heard of a female human and a monster falling in love, huh? Look, I ever heard of Beauty and the Beast? I mean, truly wasn't technically a... Well, no, technically was a monster, it's just... I'll shut up now. Huh? This wind. Sarah, we'll talk later. A monster is coming. The flow of the wind has started to become startled. There must be a hostile enemy in front of us. Wind? You can feel the wind? It's something like that. I stop and pull out my sword. Sarah takes out her sword in a panic too. A monster appears in front of us, already in a fighting stance. And it's... okay. Well, I knew you were coming, but yeah. Also, damn it, Satoshi, put a bra on her! Under instructions from Sphinx, I cannot allow anyone weak to pass. I shall eat both of you here. A subspecies of Lamia blocks our path. Get out of our way! In order to finish the trial, I have to get by. Actually, honestly, I didn't care about the trial. But it doesn't seem like the Cobra Girl would let me by anyway. Alright, so, again, 4 SP starting with Thunder Thrust and then gonna go for Silk. Okay. Because... I'll tell you guys right now, they never use binding moves on the first turn, at least on normal difficulty. Okay. Plus, I know that she has a technique of... I really don't think I want to know about all these, but... I think that, her bite is actually a, what do you call it? A status-inflicting move, so we can avoid it with Silk. And we basically need it. Sure, you do that. In the meantime... I'm just gonna go ahead and keep attacking you. Alright. Do you feel good when I suck? Yeah. Because that's totally what snakes are known for, sucking out blood. No, but she's sucking something else, so that's completely different. Hey, the wind guarded for once! Wow. Okay, and one more hit should deal with it. Well, at least one more. Yeah, Death Sword Chaos Star should finish it now. I'm impressed that she didn't use her binding technique. Okay, well, either way, we're done now. 3, 4, uh-oh, she's not quite finished.
Okay, well, we're low on SP now, so that was a bit of a rash decision, so yeah. I need to be more careful next time. The Cobra Girl turns into a normal Cobra. Oh, okay, well that's slightly less dangerous. And we're now level 22. Alright, we have time for one more challenge before we go forward. So, or before end the episode. Yeah. Whew, she was pretty troublesome. It's a Cobra this time. Sarah pokes at the now sealed Cobra Girl for sheath. It's not nice to bully them. The Cobra slithers away after being poked by Sarah. You're amazing. Carrying such a powerful sword and able to use the power of the wind. Thanks. Happy at having a traveling companion praise me for the first time, I awkwardly respond. I mean, Alice does praise you in a sense of, like, you're a good cook. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of the venom. She has a lot of venom, too. Can I ask you a question? How did you fall in love with Granbaria? Just what happened that made her fall in love? It's hard to imagine a dangerous monster like her being the object of a one-sided love. I'll never forget. It happened 3 years ago. Stop! Don't come any closer! Let's do something fun together. It's fun to play with women sometimes, too. Hey, do you want to become my plaything? Someone help! Monster, what are you doing to the weak? If you have time to play around, you have time to improve yourself. Who are you? Some kind of ally of justice? This area is our territory. Or did you want to become a plaything too? Pathetic. Unable to tell even tell the difference between us. Seems I'll need to educate you. Oh man, she did. Ay! Only skilled at running away. Thank you. Don't misunderstand. I wasn't helping you. I just don't like for the weak to be mistreated. Make sure you learn from this and cease walking alone. Yes, I understand. Could you tell me your name? Granbaria of the Four Heavenly Knights. What a wonderful woman. Like that! I see. That was surprisingly cliché. I haven't seen her since then, but I want to meet her again. That's why I spent all of my time since then training. I was a complete amateur 3 years ago, but now I'm pretty amazing, don't you think? Yeah, in your own way. So, why'd you come to this pyramid? Are you just trying to test your own ability? She's from the dragon race, so I studied them in great detail. Apparently there's a law that dictates who they can get married to. It seems like they can only get married to someone who has passed the Dragon Seal trial here. I see. So that's why. So Granbaria has no idea you're doing this? Of course not. I haven't seen her since our first meeting. I swore to myself that I wouldn't meet her until I was a suitable woman for her. That's awfully one-sided. She's doing everything she can to prepare to marry Granbaria. And she's a fellow female. You know, it's possible it may not work even if you pass the trial. That won't be an issue. We can easily get over the racial barrier. More than race, I think the issue of your gender may be more of a potential problem. This girl is a bit strange. By the way, why are you here? You said someone was caught inside a little while ago. They are a noble. Since this is a secret request, I'll be a little ambiguous. Is it someone you know? A woman? No, I haven't met her yet. Coming here for someone you've never met. Are you here for love too? No, not love. More like the obligation of a hero, I suppose. It's strange. Having such a strange girl calling me strange makes me a little depressed. The flow of wind is odd. Is this a group of something? I have no doubt there's a monster in front of us, but it seems like there's more than one. More wind powers? I want them too. They're coming! Don't let your guard down. I take out my sword as the monsters surround us! What kind of monsters are they? You guys will have to wait until next time! time because we are out of time for this episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Laters! Also, Sarah, if you want wind powers, good friggin' luck getting through the Forest of Spirits.